don't like it. What do you see? Power. The power of a king. Power is always dangerous. It attracts the worst and corrupts the best.
I never asked for power. Power is only given to those who are prepared to lower themselves, to pick it up.
What happened to King Horik?
He met with a unfortunate accident.
Are you happy about doing this, brother?
Since when does any of this have anything to do with my happiness?
Has no one ever used magic against you, Raghnar Lothbrook? Think. A wife, a brother, a friend.
Been deceived many times. But magic was not the cause of it. Why are we doing this, Ragnar? Why are we fighting for these Christians? When King Egbert started to work for him. This is not about you, Floki. It's about our children and their children. It is about our people's future. Is that what your friend Athelstan has persuaded you to do? Look. Here we are. Under an English sky. Burying our dead. Those who we have sacrificed for Jesus Christ.
We're all fated to die on a certain day, yes? But it is our own choice to do as we please until that day comes. I did not force Torsten, or any of you to come for that matter. You all chose to be here. My heart is as heavy for Torsten as anyone's. But I'm sure that I will bump into him again soon. And in the meantime, Floki, shut your face. It is my fault. I didn't protect her. That is what the shield is for. We fight. That is how we win, and that is how we die. Do you understand? But she is with child. You let her come. She will probably die. With your child in her belly, and it will be your fault. Because you have the strength of a man, but the will of a little girl. I can't believe you're my son. I can't even look at you.
Floki says we have betrayed our gods to serve a Christian king and a Christian god.
Unlike Floki, I do not think I can speak for the gods. All I know is that my desires and ambitions for our people have never changed. And now that I am king, I must try to bring them about. What limits did Odin put upon his curiosity?
Who can say?
Exactly. So unless I seek out those limits, I cannot say that I have honored his spirit. Floki threatens me with Odin, but I would not be ashamed to meet the god, face to face.
You're wounded.
Ah, yes. But Princess Gwentress gave me some of her medicine. How's the settlement?
It's working. We've planted the first crop. King Egbert gave us the new plow and always assured us of his protection.
And you believed him?
Yes.
So it seems you two got on well.
Yes. for the sake of all of us.
So, you sacrificed yourself for the common good. What will you do with mercy?
I will crown Quenthrith and her brother Burgred as joint rulers. It makes sense. You see how they feel for one another. Why choose between them?
They will not rule in any case.
Then who will, Ragnar Lothbrook?
You will. For you have given them the crown.
Well, the important thing for me is that there will be stability in the region.
The important thing for you is that Wessex will have power in Mercia. I would prefer to avoid the unnecessary loss of lives fighting a civil war with you. Do you mind if I call you Earl, Calf? Huh? Come the spring, I'll be invading a country called Francia. And I would like to invite you, your men and your ships, to join me on this expedition. And if I refuse, you will lose everything, even my earldom.
You mean my earldom?
That is between you and my ex-wife. And good luck with that.
Or should we make any kind of deal with them?
We've lost nearly 1,000 men. We can't breach the city, and winter is coming. Do you need more reasons?
Why did they offer terms if they are so sure we cannot get into the city?
They'll probably run out of food.
And we should let them starve.
Then they will hate us even more.
They will hate us even more if we continue to siege. I have something to say. I did not become Earl because I aspired to be one. It came about because of other people's actions. And I did not become king out of ambition, but once again, I had no choice as a result of other people's actions. But nonetheless, I am king. King Ragnar. That is my name. King Ragnar. What does a king do, Bien?
He rules.
Yes! Good! He rules! And as a ruler, I have the last say. Me! Not you! Not you! Not you! And not you! You've all had your ideas. And they have all failed. I will not. Now, with no more discussion, we shall meet the Franks tomorrow. There is something I also see that has no tangible worth, but to me is more precious.
Tu vas que Ragnar bien richesse pardonnable.
I want to be baptized.
Si va que baptisate de levitzet.
Ils sont entendre, n'est-ce pas?
He doesn't understand.
I am a dying man, and when I die, I want to be reunited with my Christian friend, who happens to be in your heaven.
Afin que le paradis à l'âme puisse pour son ami chrétien retrouver.
Un infâme la Dieu siras, non le paradis.
He says you will go to hell, not heaven.
That is not your decision to make. There will come a time when you will be responsible for our people.
You are okay.
For now. But when your time comes, you must lead with your head, not with your heart. Can you do that?
Yes, Father.
Everyone's so happy to see you, Ragnar.
Perhaps some more than others.
Why are you still angry?
Loki still refuses to admit why he did what he did.
But he's right.
Right.
What did he do that was wrong? All he did was kill a Christian. Why should he be punished just for that?
This is not about Christians or faith. It's about loyalty and trust. Something you can't understand. Why do you not care for your daughter, Siggy?
I care for her. It just reminds me of things I'd rather forget.
And what kind of man takes a mother away from her child?
You tell me. You tried to take me away from my mother.
That is not the way it went. If you remember, your mother left me. You left me.
What are we doing here?
Yes. We also want to know, what is the point of making camp here?
When we ought to be continuing downriver. When we came up, we saw a few sizable settlements. They were ripe for attacking.
At least we wouldn't go home empty-handed.
But they are not Paris.
We left Paris behind.
Maybe you have, but I haven't.
What do you mean?
What I say.
Nobody here understands what you're saying, King Ragnar.
No, they may be. They ought to listen instead of talking. Why didn't you wake me?
There was no need to wake you.
Did I miss breakfast?
Yes?
That's reason enough.
What are you taking your heart up for? Huh? Everything you saved to spend after your death.
I have no choice. I have to bribe people to sail with me.
I'm terrified of water.
There's plenty of worse ways to die than to drown.
I bet you wish you had never brought me along, right? And I bet you wish you would have killed me when I was born, just like you wanted to.
Only when you talk. I thought your legs were a weakness. And you wouldn't survive. I was wrong. Your legs are giving you a strength. A strength that even your brothers don't have. You're like a deaf man whose eyesight is sharper than anyone else. You are special. Not in spite of your legs, but because of them.
I think that's the first time you've ever admitted to being wrong.
It'll never happen again. So enjoy it.
What if we're walking in the wrong direction?
Then we'll turn around and walk the other way.
Why have you taken so long to return?
It's part of a larger and bolder strategy.
I don't like to see you in a cage. What would you do if I let you out?
I would kill you.
Oh.
Or not. It is your decision, not mine. You have the power, not me. You like power, don't don't exist. Then they don't exist. We have to live with it.
Ah, yes, but you don't. You don't live with it. You only think of death. You only think of Valhalla.
And all you think about is heaven. Which seems like a ridiculous place, where everybody is always happy. He had enemies here also.
He belonged here with me. I would have protected him.
Who are you to say where he belonged? People think that you are not a threat. But I know differently. Out of all of my sons, it was you I wanted to bring here. And it is you that I believe is the most important to the future of our people. I'm just about prepared to believe you. Shuttle is an idiot. You have many gifts. Anger is a gift. What is in here is a gift. You do not think like other men. You are unpredictable. And that will serve you well. Use your anger intelligently. And I promise you, my son, that one day the whole world will know and fear Ivar the Boneless. I wish I wasn't so angry all the time. Then you would be nothing. Might have been happy. Happiness is nothing. Everyone will always underestimate you. You must make them pay for it. I will, Father. Be ruthless. I'll talk about the gods. About my joy of entering Valhalla.
Even though you don't believe it.
I don't. But my sons do. My people do. Faith is as important to them as it is to you, King Akbar.
Tell me, how are you going to escape?
I have no intentions of escaping.
Do you think you're a good man?
Yes. I think so. Are you a good man?
Yes.